here to bring you guys a message for the Lionsgate portal happening on the 8th of August. So this message is general. It may or may not resonate with everyone watching. Please use your discernment when watching tarot. We're going to pull some oracle messages and we're going to get some clarity as to what we need to be focusing on as far as this Lionsgate portal. We all know that the Lionsgate portal happens every year on the 8th of August or around that time, right? A little bit before that in July, end of July, into like another week in August. But basically what we need to be looking at in this time frame is like self-reflection. You know, this is a time of letting go of old habits that are no longer serving and developing, cultivating new habits. So a couple of things that I was getting when I was preparing for this reading, I do see where there is a need for self-reflection on a spiritual level. When I was preparing the table, one of my crystals fell off and hit the floor. This is the lapis lazuli crystal. And lapis lazuli is used for times when you're going through a spiritual awakening or you're doing some sort of shadow work. So, hold on, let me show you what I got. Yeah, self-reflection, truth-seeking, and the pursuit of wisdom. So I found that to be interesting that was the crystal that hit the floor. I picked it up, and it's pretty cute. I like the colors. It's like a dark blue and a silver. Some hints of gold in there. No, it's more of a grayish color, more of a silver color, but it's really pretty. So anyway, we are going to start with this deck. What is this? The Awakened Soul. We're going to get some oracle messages. These messages may or may not resonate with everyone watching. Clear and concise messages of benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. What does the collective need to know when it comes to this Lionsgate portal happening now? This energy of powerful manifestation, being able to actually actualize your dreams, bring them into reality. Clear and concise message. We got judgment. Judgment. So there's a lot of changes. I'm seeing somebody's lost weight. Somebody here used to have an addiction to food, but I'm also seeing that moth. There's been a lot of changes. I feel like whatever's happening too, you're releasing any limitations, anything that has been keeping you stuck. I see somebody working with crystals. What's this? Judgment. Judgment in the tarot deck is Scorpio Sagittarian energy, and it talks about rebirth. But this deck, the symbol is chains. It says projection, unsympathetic, shallowness, and harshness. Let me find out what's going on here, collective. This is about judging ourselves and judging others. This card means that there's a judgment of yourself, others, and or of a situation happening that you need to consider. Judgments are natural but become detrimental when not acknowledged and seen for what they really are. You are being asked not to project what you feel about yourself onto others. It is a time to see the situation or person in a more balanced and fair manner, even if it's uncomfortable, or you need an outside opinion or a mediator. You are too close to a bias or emotionally involved to see things without the lens of judgment getting in the way. You may be looking only at a surface of things, and it's time to delve deeper. You may have misjudged what is going on. Find out the root cause of these judgments and why they are something you are carrying around with you. Come back to your ability to find compassion, understanding, and empathy. Misunderstandings and miscommunication can often become judgments if they are not addressed and cleared. Okay. It says shadow meaning, gossip, vicious words, unfairness, ignorance, lack of reasoning. The affirmation, I bring my judgments into light of understanding. Are you being overly judgmental in a situation or with the person at present? Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, we got sanctuary. Sanctuary. It almost seems like somebody is staying in the house or somebody is enjoying their alone time. Somebody here could be in solitude. Yeah, this is where you're doing this reflection. Let me see. Real quick. What's that? I ain't gonna read it. I'm just need to see. Cup of tea, peace, tranquility, recharging, and self-care. Okay. All right, let's clarify this energy, collective. Let's see. So we got this judgment energy. So they're asking, are you being too judgmental? But it's interesting because I almost felt like that was the same person on this card. For somebody here, it could be that you could be too hard on yourself. And let's see, clear and concise message for the collective. Why is this judgmental energy here? Why is this here, Spirit? Thank you guys for joining me. Peace. Hey, Dahlia. Aries. Heal. Happy home. I got Aries energy. It's like somebody here needs to take some sort of action or initiative. I see this healing energy and happy home. Happy home could represent like the feeling within, like within yourself. I'm seeing Leo energy here at the bottom of the deck, strength. This is about personal power. This is about discipline. Somebody here, you could be telling me that you're doing more things to kind of discipline yourself. Ace of Cups, to love yourself more. Yeah, victory is here. What's that trying to peep out? Rebirth. Wow. Yeah, it definitely feels like somebody, well, I'm going to leave that out. Like somebody here is really focused on changing. I do see the number 13 on this rebirth energy, and it's given like you could be facing some sort of shadow of fear. And you're loving that part of you. Yeah, I see a victory. I see you like successfully overcoming this. Best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's the spiritual energy coming into this reality. Does that make sense? Like you're having the best, like you're able to manifest. You're able to make these changes a reality for you. You're not just thinking about it. It's actually working for you. You're doing it. There's some sort of reflection that you're doing. Life is mirroring back to you. Give me more. You know what? Let me shuffle these cards. So somebody here is doing some heavy reflecting. I feel like this person could be isolating themselves. It's not because they don't want to be around other people, but it's like a timeout. Why am I getting timeout? Yeah, look, as soon as I split the deck, I get the Hangman. It's something about somebody changing their perspective. What's that? There's something to somebody here could be reflecting over like their choice in a partner. Like you could be telling me like you're thinking about past relationships and you're seeing like a consistency or a pattern. Maybe you're making different considerations when you're seeing that, or I don't know. There's something about that though. Clear and concise message. Let's see. So what was that other energy? Oh yeah, sanctuary. So with this sanctuary energy, give me some more on that. Whoever I'm reading for, this person is in some sort of isolation. This person doesn't want to go through any hardships. I feel like somebody here, you're manifesting peace. Yeah, you have released yourself from someone or some type of energy that you've evolved from. This could be people that you've hung around that have always been a certain way or did things a certain way, and you're just evolving from that. I don't know how to put that, especially when it comes to relationships. I feel like there's something about a certain type in a relationship that you're reviewing. You're looking at that like, yeah, I definitely feel like there's solitude, isolation. We got Virgo energy again, but this is in the reverse. So somebody here has retreated or withdrawn their presence so they could go somewhere else and reflect. Somebody's being introverted right now. But it's not, I feel like this person, they need this. Somebody here is missing you, or there could be some, somebody feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you. They could be wanting to communicate with you. They want to talk to you, but I don't know. There's something about you released yourself from a toxic attachment, Capricorn energy in the reverse. Somebody feels like there's unfinished business between you and them. I feel like you are protecting yourself, though, collective. There's something about that. Yeah, because something's off. Somebody here, you feel like you need to restore some peace and harmony right now. And I don't know, you're keeping boundaries. You also are looking at your options. You're looking and considering different options. There's a lot going on in this solitude. And I can see solitude energy again. So we got way out options and a magnetic attraction. I feel like, I don't know, you could be telling me that you're dealing with a new person, a new relationship, or you're just manifesting. I'm seeing the truth in the solitude energy. There's a solitude, the hermit. So I don't know. You are spending this time wisely, because I feel like you're being intentional about the past. There's something about the past. All right. Thank you, collective, because I'm like, I get it, but I'm just hoping that it's resonating and you guys are understanding this. So what should I look at next? Let's see. Let's get some more very precise message. When it comes to the collective, what should they know during this Lionsgate portal? What should they know? There could have been a real intense connection for somebody here. Or somebody here, how do I put this? You could be really starting to feel driven or led to do things that you've always wanted to do, or do things that you're being called to do. Does that make sense? Like, I see somebody's passion turning up. I see somebody going for the things that they really and truly want. Somebody here is spending time meditating. You enjoy sound bowls, sound bowl healing. It helps you to stay grounded. Spirit is asking that we stay grounded at this time. There's something about music. Clear and concise message. Let's see. So when it comes to this Lionsgate portal, I just saw the tree. There's a lot of growth. There's spiritual growth here that's happening in this solitude. There's clarity. We got the sun and we got the book. Somebody here is also learning how to alchemize their circumstances. So the book that she's reaching for in this picture says alchemy. Somebody here is really learning how to turn things around, or how do I want to put it? Like, turn adversity or challenges into rewards. Does that make sense? And I see whoever this person is, you're closing out the past. You're closing out the past. So when it comes to the sun energy, what does the collective need to know? I see clarity. There's something about you having clarity. There is something about that happiness is restored, or joy and peace is restored here too. Or somebody here, you're just enjoying the moment right now. You could be telling me you're having fun at this present time. You're enjoying time out in the sun. Let's see. This is Leo energy. So you could be telling me that, I don't know, somebody here, you like to sit out in the sun. You've been doing sun gazing. The sun is activating. Somebody here is considering their options. Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Star in reverse. What's this Seven of Swords? Yeah, this is clarity. You've gotten clarity. Something about this, the past energy. I feel like in the past you may have overthink things, or there's some sort of self-sabotaging in it, you know. Telling oneself that it'll be okay. I don't know, it's self-sabotaging. And I feel like the star energy is just like you're surrendering, or there's a need for you to let that go. And that's what I'm seeing, the clarity coming in here. But what's this Seven of Swords? Is this self-deception? Queen of Swords in the reverse. I don't know why I felt like that was going to come out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy, and the Hangman, Pisces energy in the reverse. Yeah, it's like you were only hurting yourself by not seeing the bigger picture, or by not considering other options. There's something about limiting. Somebody here was limiting themselves when it comes to other perspective, or, I don't know, settling. Somebody here could have just settled. What's this star energy? Aquarius energy is here. Yeah, and I feel like this person was not at peace with that. Somebody here was definitely restless. I see a pattern that keeps repeating. Somebody here that you weren't satisfied with where things were, or where you were headed, or something like that. Somebody here almost gave up hope in having some sort of happiness. There's clarity again. This, whatever this clarity is, collective, it has something to do with old habits. Old habits, old way of doing things. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, a cycle that repeats, something that keeps happening. The Page of Cups is here. This could be a time of forgiveness. This could be a time of luck and favor. Okay? I feel like this is an opportunity for miracles to happen. There's clarity here. I'm curious. Let's look at another deck. When it comes to the lessons, I'm just curious as to what this is that the collective is supposed to be saying. Ooh, damn. Dang. As soon as I split the deck, I get unrealistic expectations. It says some of your expectations might not be grounded in reality. Spirit is encouraging you to explore expectations. Begin to reconsider your expectations and try keeping your focus on the areas inside of your control, like your own actions and choices, for more realistic, achievable outcomes. There's just something about this reading is so giving self-reflection. Spiritual teaching. Yep, this is a lesson. This is an awakening. This is an awakening. Look at that. I split the deck again. I get limiting beliefs. These limiting beliefs are preventing you from manifesting your dream life. Spirit is encouraging you to adopt a new belief. Choose something new to believe in that will help improve your life, and start implementing that support. Wait a minute. And start implementing things that support your new belief. Again, I just feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You are doing some inner reflecting, and it's like the things that you're seeing, you're recognizing what has to go. Planetary positions. It's significant. What we got? 4 planets in retrograde. We got Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, right? And Pluto, I know, is a planet of transformation. Is Venus Scorpio. I feel like this is something about divine timing is important too. Something about this situation, you don't have a lot of control over this, or this is happening at a rapid pace. I don't know. It doesn't matter at what point it's happening. Like if you're an older individual and this is happening, there's something about an awakening. And this has a lot to do with how you limit yourself. How you limit yourself and keep yourself from reaching your highest potential. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that out. So anyway, with the retrogrades, we got Saturn, the planet of discipline and lessons. We got Neptune, the planet of our dreams, dream life, dream life versus reality. There's that unrealistic expectations energy. Possibly that's where, Neptune is helping us to kind of rethink or reevaluate some things. And what was the other planet I said? Oh, and of course, Mercury retrograde. Of course, Mercury retrograde got to be in there, right? Making sure that we pay attention to the details, but also to prepare ourselves for misunderstanding. I almost feel like the Mercury retrograde is the part that sets everything off. But anyway, clear and concise message. Yeah, blindness to the signs and a blocked crown chakra. It says missing signs from the universe that are trying to point you towards success. Spirit is saying pay attention. Slow down and exercise all of your senses and actively engage with the world around you to notice the signs and synchronicities from the universe that are leading you in the right direction. Then with this blocked crown chakra, that makes sense, right? It's like somebody here, your crown could be activating. I did say the sun. The sun is activating. So you could be telling me that you're getting downloads, you're getting the spiritual guidance through your crown. The crown located at the top of your head, the mantra is, I know. It's like you already know the answers. That's why this solitude energy is so significant, because it's like in this solitude energy, you don't need nobody's opinion. You don't need anybody to really tell you what this is. Like, Yeah, and then I got outdated ways. Like I said, it feels like somebody here, you're reevaluating and you're making the necessary adjustments, which could be where Saturn is helping us, right? It says traditional thinking or old ways of doing business is no longer working. Modernize yourself. Yeah, this is an upgrade. You know how you have to update your system? This is like that energy. So that's what we are supposed to be focusing on, or that's what could be within this energy during the Lionsgate portal. Be careful. Keep your thoughts positive. I'm seeing this. Yeah, a wake-up call. Damn. So hold on. Isn't the Lionsgate portal on the 8th, and then right after that is a full moon? It's a full moon in Aquarius, right? Yeah. And Aquarius is all about, it like reflecting on ourselves. I don't know why I'm getting autonomy. I don't know why it's really a good time to really focus on ourselves, the things that we're doing, the habits that we have that keep us limited, because it's time to step outside of your box. It's time for you to express yourself, that Aquarian energy as well. It's something like that. But anyway, going back to this crystal, lapis lazuli, this is the crystal that I was being drawn to. I don't know if you have this crystal or if you can get your hands on it, but when I picked it up off the floor, I was like, ooh, I do get kind of like a real good feeling with it. These are shaped so that they can fit in your palm, so you can just kind of fidget with it. But anyway, yeah, I forgot. The book is here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I just feel like you're learning how to alchemize. You're learning how to alchemize, which is a really powerful gift to have. Because, I mean, nothing can stop you with that energy, right? Nothing can hold you back if you are alchemist. You can always, shift the circumstances. You can always find a way. Somebody here, you're stepping into a higher level of your potential. This could be a gift that you're unlocking within you. Okay, let's get some more clear and concise message. As soon as I pick this deck up, I get the star, and it says divine guidance. Clear and concise message. Thank you, Dahlia, for being here, hon. Thank you to the moderators for being here. Okay, Spirit is encouraging us to not give up. Whatever this, transformation time or period of your life is, don't give up. Don't go back to anything from your past that you made, the decision to walk away from or free yourself from. This is a time to stay focused and keep persevering. I see expansion, growth. There's the star. It's right back at the bottom of the deck. So somebody here, you could be becoming famous. You're somebody that's very popular or well-known. But anyway, you got star energy. You're being divinely guided. And there's that globe energy. It says possibilities. Like I said, it just feels like things are expanding in your life. This is a very fortunate time. The star energy could also talk about like wish fulfillment, being in alignment with your purpose. So since we're talking about that, let's look at that. When it comes to the collective, and those who are resonating with this energy, this Lionsgate portal energy, what else do they need to know? You're being divinely guided. Somebody here is a master life path number 33. If you are, you have a very old soul. You are highly influential. You are somebody who has a lot of charm and charisma. So use that to your advantage. So when it comes to the collective in this Lionsgate portal, Spirit, what does the collective need to know about their spiritual gifts? What do they need to know? Whoa. Oh, wow. 3 cards came out. I don't know. I saw this one at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so this one definitely wants to be seen. It's called Fall Into My Arms. So this is about surrendering. Yeah, surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. We got the cosmic heart. It says devotion, potency, and make your life a moving prayer. And then we got called. That's you, collective. It says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. It's exactly what I was talking about. The fact that you have some sort of like a calling, a gift. You're unlocking your gift. Or it's time for your gift to be expressed. Oh my goodness. I almost dropped everything. Let's see. Why is called here? I'm not going to read all of these energies, but I really want to know about this call. Why that came out, because I feel like it's important. So as soon as I can find it in this book. It's normally supposed to be alphabetical order, but sometimes we get a special deck that just, this ain't even a damn book. You know what? Damn you, Mercury retrograde. That wasn't even the book, child. No wonder I was lost. Okay, call. It says you come to Earth with a double mission. To grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has the unique gifts that you came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, and others you're beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission, and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. So yeah, I feel like somebody, you are getting in alignment. That star, that big giant star, I just feel like it represents you being in alignment, you being divinely guided, you being, I don't know, somebody here is facing their north node or they're in their north node energy. If you're being called toward, yeah, okay, I already read that. If you feel underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap, and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment, right here for lifetimes. Wow. Okay, yeah, this card just flipped over, so it wants to be seen. It says perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out and common ground. It's a lot going on here, collective. This could be a feeling of overwhelmed. Like, you could be feeling like this is too much. The changes are happening fast, too fast, or I don't know. Spirit is saying surrender. Fall into my arms. This actually wanted to come out, so let me look at that one too. What else does the collective need to know about this Lionsgate portal? What is this fall into my arms? The Great Mother ushered you in when you took the first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things go bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow. And it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of our experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Wow. Okay. That's deep, collective. Okay. Yeah, this could be a very emotional time for someone. No wonder somebody wants to be by themselves. No wonder. But anyway, let's get some more. When it comes to this Lionsgate portal, what else does the collective need to know? Wow. Oh wow, didn't we talk about this? Updates to your system, upgrading, or this, yeah. Very concise message for the collective. What else? I hope these messages are bringing you clarity and confirmation. I hope these messages are helpful. Let's see. When it comes to the collective and the Lionsgate portal, what else should they be noticing during this time? The journey. The number 8 is significant. I thought I saw the number 8 somewhere else too. This is about personal power. I know I saw the number 8 somewhere else. Bottom of the deck is manifest and magic. Okay. So this is the Wild Muse. I'm about to lose all my little stuff up here. So the number 8 could be significant. Somebody here could be born in August. Somebody here could be born on the 8th. You could be a life path number 8. You're somebody that, I don't know, when it comes to money, you could be telling me that you don't have no problem making money. You don't have no problem receiving money. You attract it naturally. Okay, so I'm going to read the healing message. It says, being focused on your journey is great, especially when you can use your end goal as a source of motivation. Keep a healthy attitude towards your personal journey. Refrain from comparing yourself to others. Your journey is unique and it is an opportunity for you to grow. Make beautiful memories and experience love in all its variations. Remember that the destination or goal isn't the point. It's merely an indication of which direction you're moving towards. The whole point of the journey is who you allow yourself to become along the way. I love that message. What's this manifesting magic? Somebody here could be 30. Damn, I went straight to the page. Manifesting magic. Okay, it says it can be done effortlessly. Some cycles of your existence are better than others for this. You are moving into a period in your life of mega manifestations, such as gaining a significant asset, finding your soulmate, moving on to your next life goal. Continue to focus on your desired outcome to ensure you do not stand in the way of the flow of abundance. Let me repeat that for the ones in the back that didn't hear that. And it says, continue to focus on your desired outcome to ensure that you do not stand in the way of the flow of abundance. Take your manifesting skills to a whole new level by shutting any unwanted thoughts and emotions out so you can focus solely on manifesting magic. And tremendous results await you soon. Wow. Wow. I love that. All right, collective. Nice. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple more oracle messages. Well, let's do the angel numbers too. And then I'm going to close this reading out. Since we're having a full moon right after the 8th, not saying that that's the end of the Lionsgate portal because it's not. But let's just see. We'll use the, what is this? This is the Moonology deck. Let's use this deck real quick. Clear and concise message for that full moon energy right behind that. Well, you might as well say it's commingling. We got the full moon in Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you, Dahlia. All right, let's see. All right, collective. What about the full moon message? What about the full moon message? Cleansing. And this is not the first time that I saw that. I actually saw that in the overall deck. But higher power is here at the bottom of the deck. So you're cleansing. You're cleansing. Or spirit is, you know, encouraging us to cleanse. Yeah, it makes sense with a full moon. It says moonrise. Moonrise. Let's see. Drawing this card suggests that you've been through a very difficult situation from which you are finally now emerging. Even though you're nearing the end of a challenging period of your life, you still have energetic cords or attachments that you need to clear from your life. Think of them as energetic debris that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the sky, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out the cleansing of your body, mind, and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. Sit under the moon's beams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to the past. Take regular salt baths. Most importantly, set the intention that you are cleansing yourself of the past so that you may face a happier present and a brighter future. Once you've cleansed, you can start over in a way you may not have even believed was possible. Wow. I love this reading, collective. I mean, it's a great opportunity to manifest. So a lot is happening here. You are being divinely guided. I mean, we got it here at the star and with the higher power energy. Whatever's happening, it's freeing you of self-limiting beliefs. So that is amazing. And have grace with yourself on this journey, because this ain't going to be an easy thing, right? This is something that takes a lot of effort. It's one of the hardest things that you'll ever do in this lifetime is to do that self-actualization work. So, collective, I'm wishing you nothing but the best as you travel on your journey. Thank you guys so much for being here. If this message was helpful, if this message resonated, or if this message was just interesting, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll be talking to you again soon, collective. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the positive comments. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace. Thank you, Dahlia.